big I-beam that was put in from one end to the other. So this is a basement apartment in a 100-year-old house, and this here's the bedroom. So that'll be a closet over there that's straight in front of me here, and then this wall here is the out front of the building, and that's an egress window. And there's a step there that's going to be installed, and you'll be able to climb out the window here if there's a fire. Another window over here. This is kind of an L-shaped, small L-shaped room. And that there, where that hole is, that actually was this here has been cut off right here as well. This was a big cistern for the basement. You can see where it was there as well, up to there. That's full of rainwater. They had catchment of rainwater. They used it back in the 1800s for washing laundry and whatever, bathing and all that. And then you come through here, and there's a pocket door. We're going to have here, we had to put a big I-beam in here all the way along because the house was kind of sagging in the middle here because this wall right here was kind of crumbling on the top, so we had to do more reinforcement. And then there is kind of like a living room area with a window in it, and on the other side of this wall right here is kind of where the electrical unit is, and all these wires right here coming down are going to be a big breaker box right there for this unit. And then here's a fire door we installed, and that goes into the room for the breakers. You can see all the breakers over there on the wall. And then you come through here, there'd be a light switch there when you walk in. And then there'll be then there'll be a little kitchen here. And there'll be a 24-inch stove there with a range hood above it. And then this has been dropped down here because of all the plumbing and stuff in the ceiling here. So there would be like 3 levels. There would be this level, and then there will be this level right here. And then it'll be flush. And then this here is going to be, I'm going to close the back of that opening. That's where the coal came into the house. And they put the coal bin in there. So I'm going to close that off and make a pantry out of that. And these 2 windows were installed, and the field stone was cut out of the basement wall. You can see through the wall there, you can see the field stone. Foundation's about, I don't know, 18 inches thick. It's huge, it's very thick. And then this doorway was cut out. That used to be just a stone wall. We're going to save this wall right here and utilize that, but frame this area here that's kind of grouty looking. But at the same time, we're gonna keep the rustic, deteriorating brick wall here. We're gonna put some concrete sealer on it, so it's kind of got some patina to it. And then this here is actually inside the cistern where all the water was caught. There's 2 of them, and this is going to get drywalled off right here. And there's some plumbing and venting there, and this is a vanity that'll be right here. Hot and cold water right there. And we're going to just leave this wall. We're going to seal it as well and just frame up this area. Bathroom fan with a light, and there's going to be a shower right here. There's the shower drain. We're going to use this styrofoam slanted shower pan. I'll modify it so it fits in the opening. And the shower valve. And then we're just going to tile this back wall and this end wall and then stop it. And then this will be exposed old cistern wall, and we'll seal that. And this vanity is going to be raised off the floor and mounted on the wall, so there'd be a empty space underneath it. And then a toilet, obviously, and the plumbing here is for a towel bar and for putting heat in here as well. And vanity light up there. This is only a temporary thing. And then the fridge. And then there's a counter she ordered, so we're going to go ahead and put a sink in there. And I'm going to modify some cupboards right here. I got 2 of these cabinets. I'm going to shift them into place and modify them so that we can make a little kitchen in here. And we're going to put some LEDs, like one right here, one above the sink, which would be right in the middle, and another one over the stove area or over this short counter area, because the range hood will have a light in it to shine over the stove that sits right here. So yeah, so that's kind of the start of it. You know, it's getting framed up, and acoustic channels going on, insulation's going on the ceiling, Roxol insulation. It's got to be fire code 5/8 drywall on the ceiling. Separate the units from one from the other. Yeah, it's coming along. So here's the bathroom in the basement apartment of the 100-year-old house. And this used to be a cistern, a water collection vessel, and we've cut it out and put a doorway in here and turned it into a bathroom. So this is kind of basically what's going down now. Is the ceiling fan up in there, got it all plumbed to the outside. And this is the shower wall here, putting some dent shield on it now. And I had a styrofoam pan that was shaped to flow to the drain here, but I had to modify it a little bit and cut it and add to the ends because it was square, so it seemed to work out good. I bonded it down with thin set. And now I'm going to put this Schluster Curdy membrane over top of it and put that down with thin set. And I leveled the wall out here a little bit with some thin set because it was kind of kicked in there a wee bit. I should be able to put tile on that now. It's more convenient to put the tile on. And there's a big hole right there through the cement that they had to smash out, I think, so that they could get inside and cut it from the back side, because they cut this wall here. It was so thick they had to cut it from both sides. So they had to get in here, so they smacked through there and crawled in and cut the opening out for the doorway. So yeah, and then there's the back of the toilet wall. There's the toilet flange, and there is a berm that I built with some rebar in it, and I'm going to tile that as well. And that's going to be a tiny little vanity, and there's the plumbing there that goes into it. I'm going to kind of conceal that in a little box shelf. And this wall right here is actually going to stay exposed. We're going to actually put some sealer on it and put a nice mirror up against it, and I'll leave that so that can kind of show you what it was like in the rest of the cistern. And there's a header right there. And this here plumbing here at the back of the toilet, that's going to be heating and a towel rack. So, and there's the supply for the toilet. So that's about it. I'm just going to continue on here. I'm going to put some of this membrane down here and thin set it in, and then I'm going to start tiling the back wall here, I think, to start after I finish up that board.
get this enough on here so we can put the crudy membrane down here and it becomes a waterproof pan. A little low in the corner here, so we'll just build it up with some thin set mortar. Pretty good. Keep the inside of the wall here, the berm that I got. Get some back here. So there we go. So I think a little bit more in that corner. There you go.
So we're coming along now, we're putting some tile on the wall. Some little penny tile here that we're going for just a strip. Looks like bubbles going up. There we go, there's some video. So there we go. 3 more pieces there, and then the end wall. So there we go, we got the floor in. Got a couple more pieces right there, a couple more pieces up by the light there and the fan, and along the top of the ceiling there. But it's looking good. I really like it. Looks sweet. And then of course the berm I gotta cover with tile as well. Looks pretty nice. Tripping here. So we're doing some paint spraying now. Talking through my spray mask, but I got 2 coats of primer on it, and now I'm just painting. So this is the last of the painting in this room, just the inside of this closet. fini. That's it. So it's all painted and dried up. Starting to clean the floors now and lay some tile down. This whole apartment's going to be that brown tile right there. It's pretty nice stuff. Looks like cultured marble, but it's actually a porcelain tile. And here's the bathroom again. Not much more changed other than I sealed this wall right here with some of that sealer, giving the toilet a shampoo because it had some cement splashed on it. Took some black ABS and cut it on a 45 with the chop saw and glued it together to cover up the nasty plumbing. So I'm going to use the same tile in here and just extend it from the kitchen and go right into the bathroom and finish the bathroom in the same tile. So that's the way things are going so far. There's a little kitchen counter that I cobbled together with a couple of old cabinets. The drawers on the large side here, it was too wide, so I was able to cut the faces down a little bit on both sides. And then because these drawers are made up of the steel sides that you can unscrew and rescrew on, I was able to narrow the drawers and put the tracks in a narrower spot. And then she had this custom counter made up. And then she got this stainless steel sink off Kijiji for $75 with the tap. With the gooseneck tap and the spring and the hose and all that stuff. And we managed to get it in between these two cabinets, like kind of overlaps the side of the cabinet a little bit, but just. And when you look inside, it's not cut out, so that's good. And we're going to silicone it in now, and we're going to use this old wall here, existing wall. We're going to keep it. And it shows here all the people that own the house. George Ratz owned it in 1891. And then O.H. Schmidt owned it in 1941, and Hilda Schmidt owned it in 1977, and now Hazel owns it. So there used to be a boiler in the basement, and this here was the poker handle. That's right. So I cut it up, and I drilled some holes through this wall, through the studs, and into this piece of wood that was left over from a door frame from the house. And I think it's like 100-year-old piece of oak. And I drilled some half-inch holes into the 2x4s in the wall through the tile, and drilled the same matching holes into this lumber, and then pressed it on with a sledgehammer. So it's pretty sturdy. I think it should work good for plates. So here's the second shelf, and that's going to go through there. Got a bit of blowout, but that's okay because the shelf's going to cover it anyways. So there'll be another shelf right there, 12 inches higher than that one. And we were going to put a shelf on this wall, but I think we're going to leave it alone. Okay, well, she's pretty well done. Got all the tile on the floor. Some shelves on the wall. Gotta put the stove in place. There's the bathroom. And this is the living room area. Here's the bedroom area. Tiles all done. Got some shelves in the closet. Coat hook. I gotta put a little board over that door right there. There's a coat hook over there. Put a little shelf here for the egress window so you can climb out if there's a fire.